Everyone, Peter here at Dunes Golf Centre. It's another wild day out there here in Fraserburgh. Billy's out there. He's just hiding now. He was making funny faces behind the camera, but he's not got away with that one, has he? He's actually heading out there now to continue picking up balls. Let me just take you out on the range. And it is rather blustery out here. It's a bright day, but as you'll be able to hear, it is very, very windy. Another day, another blooming storm. Sick of them now, and there's another one forecast, isn't there? But hopefully we'll soon be at the back of them, and then we can enjoy springtime and a summer of late, long days, enjoying playing out on the golf courses. But in the meantime, if you're going stir crazy and wondering when it is you last actually hit a ball on a golf course, you are not alone, because, of course, pretty much this year has been a write-off so far as getting out and playing. But we have a solution for you. If you just come with me in, we're at the Golf Centre now here. Through the shop, in this door, is our indoor golf simulation. If you haven't seen it, let me take you on a little tour. So we employ the Foresight GC Quad Launch Monitor, which is industry leading. This is what most of the tour players trust for their numbers, their club data and ball flight data when they're practicing and working on the game. But we've also got in here, as you can see on the screen, the FSX Pro software, which comes with practice games, but impressively, it's the courses. And I'm going to show you the courses that are available right now on the screen. There are over 40 to choose from, and some of them are iconic names in golf. We've got places like Celtic Manor, Carnoustie, Coeur d'Alene. In fact, that needs an update. I'll get that updated this morning. Let's see what else we've got on here that might float your boat. Marco Simone, where they played the Ryder Cup this year. And I've played that a few times in the studio. And let me tell you, the graphical representation of it is absolutely spot on. It is amazing. We've also got the famous Pebble Beach there. That's a cracking course to play as well. Royal Lytham, Valderrama. If you want to work on short game and have a bit of fun, it's a fantastic little pitch and putt course as well. We've got St Andrews Castle course, Jubilee course, the new course and the old course, plus Royal Troon. Good one to play this year. Spyglass. What else have we got here that you might recognise? Wentworth, the West Course at Wentworth. I used to go there as a kid every year to watch what was then the Volvo PGA, a place very close to my heart. And again, the graphical representation of that is fantastic. So, folks, there you go. Now, the studio to hire is £40 for an hour. Now, if you split that, obviously, between four of you, you're looking at just a tenner each. But you can get deals if you buy more than an hour. For example, 2 hours is just £70, so £35 an hour. And we do a special. You can book it for 3 hours, which is plenty of time for four of you to play a full 18 for just £99. So you're looking at less than £25 each to play for 3 hours in the warmth, the dry, the comfort of our indoor studio. And, you know, if you fancy getting a coffee and some food brought in here as well, you can do that. We've got our cafe open today until 4 p.m. All you've got to do to book it is either give us a call on the number that's going across the bottom of your screen, or you can head to the website address then. And what I'm going to do is load up one of these courses. Let's just go. Let's go to, where shall I go? Where shall I go? Let's have a little think. I'm going to go to, let's go St Andrews. So let's find it. The old course at St Andrews. There it is. We'll give this a load up. It takes us a second. Now you can put in your handicaps. You can play this off scratch, or you can play it with handicaps as well. We recommend when we play this in the setup, I go to the advanced and we change the rules to make sure that auto putt is selected. The reason I do that is that the putting can be challenging indoors. You don't have that depth perception. On a full shot, when you know it's 150 yards, most of you might have a good idea what club you hit from that distance. But on putting, when it says 30 feet, I don't go out and hit a putt and go, oh, this is 30 feet. This is how hard to hit it. You can see in real life the texture and speed of the greens and the slopes. But in the simulator, it's much more difficult to do that. So we recommend you do auto putt and just play from there. So basically what happens on the auto putt is when you get on the green, it will give you a number of putts based on thousands of data points of how many putts it would take most golfers to put the ball in the hole from there. And it's a fraction. So if you say 15 feet away, you might be given 1.7 putts. If you're a foot away, it might be 1. If you're 6 foot away, it could be 1.2. You get my drift. So your final score is a fraction of what would be a normal hole number. Here we are then, first hole. You can see it's 380 yards off these tees. I think we're playing off the back tees here. You can roll over the map here to see how far it is to carry things. There's the road that crosses the 1st and the 18th fairway. And yeah, I mean, really off this tee, it's what, 250 to the burn on the right. I think for most folk, it's probably could get away with hitting driver. But I also think for a lot of people, it's going to be a iron off the tee. In fact, tell you what I'll do, I'll hit one. Bear in mind, folks, I know this sounds like an excuse. I haven't made a swing yet today. So this could be, let's just say, a little bit rusty. The other good thing about being in the studio is you can use whatever ball you normally play with. So here I've got a Pro V1. Just get a little tee peg. I'm going to tee this up. It is a first shot, so I'm allowed to use a tee peg. Okay, so here we are. A couple of wall-up swings. Oh. Certainly starting to feel my age now. Used to be able to get out here, just hit a ball, no warm-up and be fine. Nowadays, really need to do a warm-up. Right, come on then. First hole, St Andrews. Widest fairway in golf is. Oh, I probably missed it right. Oh, I haven't. It's good. There we go. 216 yards that way. 219 yards, sorry. And oh, it's playing as a 2-ball list, so it's Robert up next. This must have been some boys that hired it last night, I think. Let's have another go. Don't know where the tee peg's gone, so this one I'll just hit off the deck. That one, as you can see on the screen, the blue line did go a little bit to the right. I'm going to try and fix that this time. See if I can straighten up this second one. There we go. Oh, look at that. Can't teach that. Straight down the middle. 229 yards. How about that? I'm chuffed with that. Right, so it's going on to Chris now. This is who Chris and Robert were in here last night hiring it, so it's just kept on their names, but you can, of course, put your own names in. So, first hole, St Andrews off the very back tees. I've got 165 yards to go to the pin. 165 yards. Now, what club is that? Any thoughts, folks? What should I hit? 165 with my tailor irons. I think that is going to be, it's going to be an 8-iron. So I've got my 8-iron out. Let's give it a go. 165. Flag looks like it's at the back, so I don't want to be going long. Looks good. Is it a club? Oh, I'll tell you what. I should maybe start playing this game for a living. So there we go. I'm going to show you the putts. So that's given me 1.6 putts. So I finished that hole with a total of 3.6. So it's sort of like a birdie, but not quite. Well, we've got now 151 with this second tee shot. So really, it's going to be should be a 9-iron. Let's find my 9-iron. There it is. So 151 into this first. Is there any comments? Jimmy Griff. Hi, Peter. It's Darts fan. How are you? I'm good, thanks, Jimmy. If you still watch it. That was just a comment there left on Facebook. I know some of you might be watching this on Twitter and also on YouTube. 151 yards over the burn to a back pin. It's a Cinderella boy. Oh, no, that was a bit toey. He's going to be on the dance floor, but miles away from the pin because of the toey strike. Look, just 142 that one went. There you go, added, putts added 2.1. It's because of the difference of how far away I was that time. So that gives you a little insight into auto put. Now, you don't have to do auto put. You can just put out. But like I said, if you're wanting to get through a round fairly quickly, you've seen how quickly it's taken me to play 2 balls on that first hole. So here we go, second hole. 404 yards. Now, let's give it another go. I'm going to play this hole out, and then I better go and do some proper work, I guess. Really, I should be demoing the new clubs we've got in. All the new product has arrived, pretty much. We are expecting the Ping G430 10K driver to arrive with us sometime this afternoon. And if you do hire the studio, And then you just fancy, even just out of curiosity, in fact, I see, you can't quite see me there, if you fancy just giving any of the new clubs a go, all you've got to do is ask me, Billy or Chris, who's on duty today, and we'll get you set up with whatever it is you fancy trying. No obligation, of course. You can just give it a go. Right, let's give this driver some loudly. A little bit right. Not in the rough, but not too bad. There's a thing on the FSX Play called live penalty that you can turn on or off. Now, again, we can have this discussion if you choose to hire the studio, of which you would prefer. So I'm going to put you up here, then you might be able to see a bit better. The live penalty is where if you go in the rough, it will percentagize how far your shot would have actually gone. So, for example, if it says in the rough, live penalty 70%, however far you would have hit that shot in real life, it would only go 70%. Now, the reason we don't recommend that is because what we find people start having to do is go, right, so it says 70%, it's 150 yards. So if I hit a 9-iron 150 yards, it's only going to go 70% of that, and you kind of need a calculator. What we do is we take live penalty off. Remember, you don't have to. This is just our recommendation. And then it just means the yardage you get is the yardage you're going to hit it. So let's try this one again. That one was just pushed out a little right. See if we can get this one a little straighter. It is. You should be catching the fairway, that one. Yes. Very happy with that. 272, not bad for an old boy. Is anyone else commenting? Anyone else watching? We've got a few watching, that's cool. Okay, we're going to finish this hole. So, like I say, this one out the rough. Actually, I've just seen on that last shot I hit, the angle of attack with my driver was minus 3.2. Now, that is my bad swing with a driver, which will have contributed to me squeezing it out right. I've really got to concentrate when I swing on staying behind it with my upper body. I tend to lean into it, like a lot of golfers do up here, actually. I think because of the windy conditions we play in, there's a tendency to sort of trap the ball, to keep it low. But really, I've got to make sure I tee it high, get that ball forward, stay behind it, and deliver a positive angle of attack to the ball. It's something I have been plagued with in my driving for, well, probably forever. But the more I practice, I get out of it and swing miles better, hit my drives miles better. But it's just an observation that, having not played very much recently, I'm back to hitting down on it. But of course, one of the beauties of having this technology is in just one swing there, I can see what I'm doing and I can fix it. So here we go, 152 yards. I don't know how visible that is on your screens at home. It's uphill. How far uphill is it? 3 feet uphill. This for me should be a perfect 9-iron. Now this green's quite a thin sliver going from right to left. So let's see if I can get the right yardage and get this somewhere near. You know what? I like that. That should be good. Oh, yes. Look at that. Perfect yardage. 7 feet away. So it was what? I can't remember what that said now. 1.4 putts maybe. So this second ball that I hit the fairway with, 133 yards. It's a pitching wedge. There we go. I've got my pitching wedge out. Let's see if anyone's saying anything there. No one's saying anything. If you've got anything to say, if you've got any questions, any feedback, give us a shout. If you are just joining this broadcast, this is me just highlighting how we have got this absolutely tremendous facility here at Dunes Golf Centre in Fraserburgh. If you want to use it, there are some bookings later today. In fact, there's one at 12 o'clock till 2, I believe. And then there is some, I've got some junior lessons tonight where just for the beginning, I've blocked them out. Now, we are going to go out on the range with the juniors. So if you're one of the parents that are watching of the kids, we are going to be out there playing, doing chipping today. But just to start off, we're going to be in here. Now, the wind is supposed to subside significantly at 4 p.m., but I'll believe it when I see it. So just to start off with, we're going to bring the juniors in here and play some of the games on the fairground. We're going to start off with balloon pop, believe it or not. Right, 132. Let's see if we can get this one dancing by the pin. be good. Spin. Just a little bit long. Struck that so good then. 142, it went. Exactly 2 putts added, so that's just a par. So there we go, folks. I better go do some proper work. So yeah, Jimmy, hi there. See you're online. From Jimmy, it's Darts Fan from TikTok. So yeah, just on that subject, if any of you are on TikTok, go ahead to it. Peter Myers Golf. Give us a follow. I think I've got about 7,200 and something followers now. For whatever reason, I'm not really that bothered, but it'd be nice to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So if you do TikTok, go and give us a follow. I'm not going to play this hole, but this is the 3rd hole at the Old Course. Fairly short par 4, 374 yards off these back tees. I'm going to sign off. Remember what to do. You can call us on the number below or head to the website, book your studio high. We're open 7 days a week. And let me tell you, in here, it is fantastic for you and your pals to come and watch each other playing, have a bit of banter, and enjoy playing some of the world's top courses using the amazing GC Quad from Foresight Sports. And like I've already said, and I'll just take you in the shop, if you wish to try any of the new equipment, let's take you on a little tour of what we've got in here. So TaylorMade 10K with the QI10 product. These are all demos, guys. We've got the G430, and like I said earlier, the 10K driver is due to land with us this afternoon, so that's quite exciting. The Cobra Dark Speed. Now, Cobra sometimes doesn't quite get the publicity that the TaylorMade, the Ping, and the Callaway does, but let me tell you, this Dark Speed is a contender for Driver of the Year in our early testing and fittings. So come and give that a go. And, of course, the Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke is pretty awesome, folks. So there we go. You can try it for nothing. See what you think. Give us some feedback. We always love to find out what you, the amateur golfer, thinks of the clubs in real life, rather than just reading reviews, often by people who are paid to tell you what driver is best. So there we go, folks. That's it from me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.